all covered in today's China Truths.
Massive shock from the Beijing news. China's auto inventory has officially exploded past 3 million units, the highest in 2 years. Car factories now look less like production centers and more like abandoned parking lots. Vehicles are crammed from indoor warehouses to outdoor yards, gathering dust under the sun. But here's the jaw-dropper. E-commerce platforms are throwing out 50% off deals like it's a fire sale. Look closely. This car I'm showing is brand new, untouched, but already has plates and taxes paid. Why? Because it's already been recycled into the used car market before it even hit the road. From January to April, sales were hot, but now in July and August, the market is ice cold. Automakers are suffocating under the weight of unsold inventory. It's do or die. Offer huge subsidies or slash prices into oblivion. Some new cars are now 30% cheaper, even less than used ones. No, that's not a typo. This is a full-on market collapse. In July, major brands couldn't hold the line. The Jaguar XEL dropped to just 159 on 800 yuan. Even China's pride, Hongqi, surrendered. Its premium H5 fell from 169,800 to 102,800 yuan. Base model, only 92,800. A luxurious, nearly 5-meter-long sedan with a 2.92-meter wheelbase is now being cleared out like discounted appliances. But price cuts aren't the only panic. EV fires are erupting across China, literally. From Shanghai to Shenzhen, electric cars are bursting into flames during charging and even mid-drive. Videos are going viral, batteries exploding, thick black smoke, people running in terror. The public's reaction? Fear. Many families are saying, "No EVs, we don't want to blow up on the freeway." The distrust is growing deeper by the day, and no discount can fix that. In the background, another giant has quietly bowed out. Mitsubishi Motors has officially pulled out of China. Its joint venture with Shenyang Aerospace is over. Its engine production has stopped. After 40 years, the Japanese automaker walked away without fanfare, signaling more than just one company's exit. This is the death knell for the joint venture era. China's auto industry is spinning into chaos. Inventories are at record highs, prices are collapsing, and automakers are desperately offloading stock. What used to be considered crazy discounts are now just the new normal. Jaguar and Hongqi have joined the fray. 30 to 50% markdowns aren't promotions, they're survival tactics. Meanwhile, Japanese brands are quietly exiting one after another. Analysts call this the deep winter of the Chinese auto market. Buyers today might just be catching a falling knife. Some believe that with foreign brands leaving, domestic automakers will rise. But here's the harsh truth. Without joint ventures, the market shrinks. Consumers lose choices. And what follows is a bloody internal war, not over quality or tech, but over who can cut prices the fastest. That's not progress. It's a downward spiral. So why are some people celebrating the exit of foreign brands? Let me be blunt. Once the competition is gone, domestic brands can raise prices and cut corners without consequences. Without each other, neither side improves. The only real win comes when both sides compete. That's when consumers get the best deals, innovation, and service. But have you checked Sinopec's fuel prices abroad, say in Kazakhstan? Converted to yuan, it's just over 3 yuan per liter. Now look back home. Prices are still soaring. That's when the uncomfortable question hits. You love your country, but does it love you back? Beyond fuel and flags lies a storm quietly brewing, the unraveling of balance in China's auto industry. Japanese car makers are slipping away one by one. They weren't the flashiest in the EV game, but they mastered the art of reliability. Top-tier engines, bulletproof hybrids, and long-term trust. As they exit, what fills the vacuum isn't strength, it's stagnation. Why are they walking away? Because China's EV wave is more like a tsunami. Built on mechanical precision, legacy car makers like Mitsubishi simply weren't ready for a software-first world. Today's cars are sold like smartphones, all screen, all flash, all hype. But many drivers are waking up to a different reality. touchscreen, overload, buggy systems, and a constant push to upgrade. The result? Burnout, distrust. Buyers who feel more confused than confident. Meanwhile, gas cars are choking in the background. Over 3.5 million units are gathering dust in inventory yards. Dealers are slashing prices just to survive. But it's not just about discounts. Buyers can sense the end of an era. Internal combustion is dying. As Japanese brands retreat, EV makers face less resistance. And that's dangerous. Fewer rivals mean fewer checks on price, quality, and accountability. And let's not forget the human cost. Japanese joint ventures propped up entire ecosystems, stable jobs, reliable parts, and industrial know-how. Their exit hits more than balance sheets. It's a gut punch to Dongfeng, GAC, and every worker in their orbit. Tens of thousands are now caught in the wreckage, unsure what tomorrow holds. There's also a hidden export crisis unfolding. Japanese JV brands weren't just car makers. They were trusted middlemen linking Chinese factories to the world. Their departure is slicing China's access to Southeast Asia and Africa. That means weaker global reach, shrinking foreign income, and declining influence in key markets. But wait, weren't EV startups supposed to fill the gap? Enter the disaster that is GAC Fiat Chrysler, the first post-2000 joint venture to collapse. Outdated Jeeps, no edge in tech or price, gone. Then there's Nezha Auto, where chaos reigns. Behind its flashy ads lies a company buried in scandal, fake sales, unpaid wages, missing parts, fleeing dealers, and executives raking in tens of millions. While workers waited for paychecks, the leadership pocketed nearly 80 million yuan. Meanwhile, Nezha owed 400 million to employees and 6.2 billion to suppliers. Total financial sinkhole, 20 billion yuan. Worse still, over half of its sales were reportedly faked, using bogus insurance claims to trick the government into subsidies and lure investors. Innovation? More like fraud in a futuristic costume. Consumers aren't fooled anymore. They're getting burned. From delayed repairs to disappearing support, car owners are growing disillusioned. Nezha's app even vanished in May, stoking bankruptcy rumors that sent shockwaves through the market. Buyers are waking up. EVs might look like the future, but what good is a smart car that breaks down constantly, costs a fortune to fix, and has resale value lower than a used microwave? On top of that, battery fires are happening with alarming frequency, during charging, while parked, even mid-drive. Videos of EVs bursting into flames or flooding social media, fueling public anxiety. Drivers are scared. Families are reconsidering. Insurance companies are backing away. Maintenance costs are rising. Faith is crumbling. And now, in a surprising twist, many consumers are quietly switching back to fuel-powered cars. Not because they're nostalgic, but because they're tired of gambling with safety. Ironically, those who stuck with fuel cars are now looking like the smart ones. This isn't a battle between gas and electric. It's a reckoning about trust, honesty, and real innovation. With foreign brands gone and EV startups exposed, the illusion is cracking. The future of China's auto industry hangs by a thread. Choose real progress or spiral into a high-tech fraud. Last year, an insurance company flat out refused to renew coverage for a certain EV. Why? It was labeled high risk and too unstable to insure. The owner tried everything, contacted multiple insurers, even offered to pay extra, but the answer was always no. No one dared touch it. A friend of mine spent more than 80,000 yuan on a Nezha GT. I warned him not to buy it, but he was lured by the slick design and impressive specs. Now, he drives like he's walking on thin ice, terrified of even a minor accident. Worse yet, second-hand dealers won't touch it, not even at a steep discount. Want to know the hard truth? Most so-called new energy vehicles are running on life support, kept alive by subsidies and debt. Strip away the marketing and what's left? A pile of off-the-shelf batteries and motors slapped onto a converted gasoline chassis. The flashy 10 billion yuan in R&D? Mostly vapor. Before their companies collapse, the CEOs cash out, move overseas, and leave the wreckage behind. Can you really accept that your hard-earned money paid for their villa in Europe while you're stuck with a ticking time bomb in your garage? Remember Suzuki? They left the Chinese market years ago, but even last year, China was still issuing recalls for their cars. What happened to their local staff, their suppliers, their loyal customers? Abandoned. No apology, no accountability. Just a mess for others to clean up. One blogger summed it up perfectly. While the world keeps chanting that EVs are the future, it's time we stop and think. Future for whom? First off, let's talk electricity. We love calling them clean cars, but most of China's power grid still runs on coal and other fossil fuels. So while you feel green behind the wheel, the truth is that zero emissions badge might just be a sticker of illusion. The actual carbon footprint hasn't vanished. It's just been moved somewhere else. Second, today's EVs are no longer vehicles. They're becoming disposable tech gadgets. Touchscreens, ambient lights, face recognition, in-car karaoke. Every year brings more bells and whistles, but has the core, safety, reliability, practicality, improved? Or are we being hypnotized by flashing lights and buzzwords? This annual upgrade model is killing the original value of owning a car. Families used to buy vehicles they could rely on for 10, even 15 years. But now, just 1 year in, and it's outdated, unsupported, and rapidly depreciating. It's no longer about transportation. It's about forced consumption. Sure, EVs look cool and feel futuristic, but beyond the emotion and trendiness, where's the substance? If every update turns into a pressure to replace, if every new model makes the last one feel obsolete, are we still driving cars or just renting toys on wheels? In the end, the goal shouldn't be more screens or louder marketing. It should be cars that last, protect, and serve real needs, not CEOs' exit strategies. It's time we stop falling for empty slogans and start demanding real value.
Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We will keep reporting on the COVID surge in China, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get the latest videos. And thank you for tuning in.